गुजारिश करता हूँ कि स्पीच के लिए हमारे काबिल एहतराम डॉक्टर जफर अब्बास भाई से मिंबर पर तशरीफ लाएं। नाराए तकबीर,
अल्लाहु अकबर,
नाराए रिसालत,
या रसूल अल्लाह,
नाराए हैदरी,
या
हैदरी, हुसैनिया
जिंदाबाद,
हुसैनिया
जिंदाबाद,
यजीदियत
मुर्दाबाद,
यजीदियत,
मुर्दाबाद,
अहले बैत के दुश्मनों पर लानत,
बेशुमार,
बुलंदतर सलावत।
अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि वस्सलातु अला अहलिहा अम्मा बाद फ़क़द क़ाला अल्लाहु सुब्हानहु व तआला फ़िल क़ुरआनिल मजीद व फ़ुरक़ानिल हमीद व क़ौलुहुल हक़ बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम वज़्कुर फ़िल किताबि मूसा इन्नहु काना मुख़लिसन व काना रसूलन नबिय्या सल्लल्लाहु सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद व अज्जिल। Again, if the children can come in front, that will be helpful and useful. And good. So just had the blessing of reciting a verse from Holy Quran, chapter number 19, which is Surah Maryam, and the ayah number is 51. Allah Ta'ala is asking our Holy Prophet to say that, and he's saying that, and mention in the book the story of Moses, Hazrat Musa AS. He was specially chosen, and he was a messenger and a prophet. So this is the fifth day when we are trying to learn the teachings and lessons from the Holy Quran by learning the stories of the prophet or prophets, which we call as Qasasul Anbiya, the stories of the prophet, or Asatirul Awwaleen, as the Kuffar used to say, the stories of the previous ones. So far we have learned a little bit about Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam, and Bibi Hajra alayhi salam. And then we talked about Adam and Eve, Adam and Huwa. Then we talked about Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam. And then next day we talked about Hazrat Hud and Hazrat Saleh alayhi salam. And last night we talked about very briefly one of the stories of Hazrat Yusuf and Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam. And we are dividing our talks into 4 parts. One is the story itself. Part 2, what lessons can we learn from the stories? So those will be the ethical and moral lessons. Thirdly, the lessons in faith. How do we, or what do we learn from those stories related to our faith? And lastly, fourthly, the relationship of, or any relationship of those stories with Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Because Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, as we have discussed, are the cornerstone of our faith. And we discussed the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad
In his last days, when he announced that he is not going to be alive for many days, he said that inni tarikum fikum saqlan ma in tamassaktum bihima lan tazallu ba'di kitabullah ikrati and I'm leaving behind 2 very valuable, very important, very heavy things for you. And if you keep attached to them both, you will never go astray. And those 2 things are Kitabullah, the book of Allah, which is Quran Majid, and Ahlul Bayt. So if you try to learn Quran, leaving Ahlul Bayt behind, then in the words of Quran itself, not only that we will not benefit from Quran, but we will be misguided. Okay. So we've been there so far, and today we'll learn about one of the prophets of another one of the greatest prophets in Islam. How many prophets have been there? All together. Prophets, not imams.
124,000.
100.
MashaAllah.
That's what you're going to say.
Nirantar salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
And among those 124,000, 5 are very special ones. They are called Ulul Azm, the number of very determined numbers of prophets. And who are those? Number 1, that's the highest and best of the all. Hazrat Musa AS, Yaqub is not the great prophet, but not one of the 5. Hazrat Yusuf AS was the son of Hazrat Musa, but is also great prophet, but not Ulul Azm. Hazrat Ibrahim AS, well done. 2 more. He said 2 more. So let's start from the top. Hazrat Nuh AS, that's number 1. Hazrat Ibrahim AS, Hazrat Musa AS, who we're going to talk about today. Hazrat Isa AS, Jesus Christ, and our holy prophet that we have mentioned. Well done. Okay. So these were the 5, and we are going to talk about Musa AS. Who's Hazrat Musa? One of the titles, the best known title of Hazrat Musa AS is that he is Kalimullah. Have you heard of that name before? Kalimullah? Kalimullah means the one who spoke to Allah. Now every prophet spoke to Allah, but Hazrat Musa is a special one because he did not have an intermediary angel coming down to him to tell him the message of Allah. He spoke to him directly. That's why it's called Kalimullah. How did he speak directly is another topic, but that is one of the high things of Hazrat Musa. He was very brave. He was also very powerful, very determined, and he had lots of miracles. 2 of them are very well known, but again, in the interest of time, we are not going to talk about them today. Hazrat Musa AS, Moses, was born in a country called Egypt. Have you heard of Egypt? Which continent is it? Oh, well done. Very good. Fantastic. Largest country in the continent of Africa is Egypt. Well done. Egypt at that time was being ruled by kings, and they were called pharaohs. Good, well done. So pharaohs, which we in Arabic and Urdu we call them Pharaoh, but in English we call them pharaohs. There were 2 different big groups of people who lived in Egypt at that time. One were the native Egyptians, and they were very rich and powerful. And the other group was called Bani Israel. Okay? The children of Israel. They were weak, they were poor, and their life was made miserable by the rich Egyptians. Now, who were Bani Israel? And why they are called Bani Israel? You know, we talked about Hazrat Ibrahim AS. Hazrat Ibrahim AS had 2 sons. Does anybody know who were they? Hazrat Ismail AS is the elder one, and the other one, which we've not talked about, is called Hazrat Ishaq AS. Isaac in Bible. Okay? Ishmael and Isaac. Hazrat Ishaq AS, he had sons. One of them was Yaqub AS that we talked about previously. Hazrat Yaqub AS, his another name is Israel. And as we talked yesterday, Hazrat Yaqub AS had 12 sons. From each of these sons, a tribe came out in time. Okay? So there were 12 tribes, and they were all called Bani Israel, the children of Israel. And these people, Bani Israel, they become very weak in the times, with the time. And they moved from their original city of Canaan to this place, or this country called Egypt. Yes? And like I said, Egyptians, the native Egyptians were rich, powerful, but also very cruel, and they did not care about Bani Israel. They used them as slaves. The king pharaohs were also very naughty, very powerful and very naughty, and they called themselves God. Okay, instead of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they called themselves God, and the native Egyptians worshipped the pharaoh. Whereas the Bani Israel were poor, but they were right in their faith and they believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they worshipped. Pharaohs had some fortune tellers in their court. Fortune tellers, Nathan? Heard of them? So they had several tricks. Yes? Okay. So fortune tellers, as the name suggests, they could see the future. They had some tricks they could use and they could see the future. So pharaohs had fortune tellers, and this particular pharaoh had this fortune teller who came to him and said that, listen, among the people of Bani Israel is going to be born a baby boy who, when he grows up, he will take up, he will become very powerful and he will snatch your throne. He'll take away your kingdom. Well, we'll see. Don't jump ahead. So that's what the prophecy was. They said that a baby boy will be born and do something about it. So he was very afraid. Pharaoh was very concerned. And he was very cruel. So what did he do? He ordered his police and his army to kill every single newborn baby born in the tribes of Bani Israel. Correct. So they killed him, killed all the babies to prevent Hazrat Musa AS growing up and then coming in front of Pharaoh and taking up his kingdom. Thousands and thousands of newborn baby boys are killed. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the cruelty? Baby boys, just baby, a few days, 1 day, 2 days, 3 years old babies killed. Anyway, Hazrat Musa's mother, who was among the tribe of Bani Israel, she became pregnant. And because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had decided to protect Hazrat Musa AS, and whatever Allah wishes, goes. So the pregnancy of Hazrat Musa AS' mother, it was not obvious. Even when she was fully pregnant, 9 months pregnant, nobody could tell. So she went away and Hazrat Musa was obviously born. But just the same way, just to remind something before I move on. In the times of our 11th Imam, who was our 11th Imam? Alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Hazrat Muhammad Askari alayhi salam. In his time, the kings in Bani Abbas, they knew that 12th Imam will be born and he will take away their cruelty and their kingdom and he will change their injustice to justice. And they didn't want that. And the same way, the mother of our 12th Imam, she got pregnant and her pregnancy was hidden exactly the same way. Does anybody know the name of our 12th Imam's mother? Yeah, mother, not 12th Imam. Everybody knows the name of 12th Imam. Excuse me.
Narai Haidari.
Alright, okay. Do you, any of us or let uncle tell you? Come on then. Bibi Narjis. Bibi Narjis.
Nirantar salawat.
So let's go back to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. So Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, when he was born, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked his mother to save Prophet Musa by putting him in a wooden box and then getting that wooden box in the river of Nile. Get it afloat. We'll take the question later on, okay? Because you have got some time first time. But Muhammad wa alayhi wa sallam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa alayhi
So the wooden box that Hazrat Musa alayhi salam was put in by his mother, can you imagine the anxiety of the mother? Her newborn baby, she's putting it not only in a wooden box, but placing that wooden box on the big river of Tyne. One of the biggest rivers in the world is the River Nile, and she put it there. And that wooden box went afloat on the waves of the River Nile until it reached nearby the palace of Pharaoh. Imagine that. Pharaoh is looking for that baby and he's got thousands of babies killed to find that baby, and that baby reaches his palace. His wife, however, Pharaoh's wife, was a very nice lady, one of the best ever ladies in the world in the history. She is called Bibi Asia. So Bibi Asia was there and she saw that wooden box and she got it out and she was curious what's in the box. She opened it and the baby. She didn't have a baby of her own and she instantly loved that baby and she decided to adopt the baby. And she told Pharaoh that this is what I'm going to do. And when Allah Ta'ala decides something, that happens. So the thought that this could be the same baby never crossed the mind of Pharaoh. He said, that's fine. Okay, do that. And one day, Pharaoh just took the baby in his hands, in his arm. And Prophet Musa was a prophet, and prophets are prophet right from the birth. They don't become prophet later on. He was a prophet right from the birth. He didn't like the cruel, bad person like Pharaoh holding him in his arms. Pharaoh had a long beard, a very long beard. So what did baby Musa do? He held his beard with one hand and slapped it hard with the other. Pharaoh didn't like that. He said, what? And then he thought that, oh my God, it must be the same baby. And Bibi Asia said, oh, you mad? He said, innocent baby. Babies do these things. He said, no, I'm worried. So he said, I'll test it. How did you test it? So he got some people to get some diamonds or rubies. Very bright. Have you seen rubies or diamonds? Very bright diamond, but not as bright as a burning coal. So he got some rubies and diamonds and he got burning coal. And he put them near himself. And he said that if he is an ordinary baby, he will go for the burning coal because that burning coal is very bright and glowing and shiny. But if he is wise, and babies can't be wise, but if he is wise, then he must be the same baby that I'm looking for. He'll definitely pick up the rubies and the diamonds. And what did Hazrat Musa do? Obviously he knew he was the prophet. He knew what's scripture. So he picked up the burning coal and put it in his mouth. And of course he was hurt. And of course he was baby. So he cried loud. And Bibi Asia, the wife, she came running, picked up Hazrat Musa, took the coal out of his mouth, and told the Pharaoh off for his cruelty. He said, you stupid man, look what you've done. Lots of other theories about Musa, but let's summarize because it's nearly 2 more minutes and then I'll have to leave space for more answer. Lessons in ethics. What do we learn? I know, you learned how Musa slapped him, but with exactly the same thing, bravery. Hazrat Musa AS was a tiny little baby, very weak. He knew his all the wisdom because he was a prophet, so he knew the things, but he was still very weak. But he was very brave. So we learn that even when you are of a young age, and even if somebody you are in front of, and then the enemy is much more strong, be brave. But at the same time, you also learn the lesson that don't be silly. Yeah? If you have to hurt slightly yourself by putting the coal in the mouth, burning coal, like I said it, that this little bit of hurt to avoid being killed is the right thing to do. And even if we have to live in a place where we are surrounded by evil and bad people, or bad practices in the society at the same time, we must stay on the right path, like Bibi Asia did. Lesson in faith. A prophet or imam is a prophet and imam right from the birth. They don't become imam, they are already imam. Except that when there is another imam, their father, for example, they don't declare their prophet, their imam at the time. In relation to Ali Bayt al-Islam, in Karbala, the very small army of Imam Hussain was seemingly very weak. For the truth, they decided to take on the 30,000 strong enemy. That's brilliant. Yeah. And the story of the birth in secret of Hazrat Musa AS is exactly the same as the birth of our 12th Imam. Okay? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hasten his reappearance so that like Hazrat Musa, he fills the whole earth, the entire earth, who's full of injustice, into justice. Ajjalallahu ta'ala farajah.